Every now and then, a song comes along that just perfectly captures the moment we're all living in. Today, we're going to dive into one of those tracks and the incredible, kind of secret supergroup behind it.
Same circus, different clowns. Wow, that line from musician Pete Riley, it just gets right to the point, doesn't it? It perfectly sets the stage for what this song and this band have to say. So that quote is really the heart and soul of the new single Three Ring Circus from a trio called Balsamo Collins Riley. First, let's break down who these guys are, and then we'll get into what makes this new song really tick.
All right, so who are the masterminds, the ringleaders, if you will, behind this particular circus? Let's meet them.
Okay, so the group is this really cool mix of Welsh and Liverpoolian talent. From Swansea, Wales, you've got two singer-songwriters, Steve Balsamo and Andy Collins. And then rounding out the trio on vocals and guitar is Pete Riley, who hails from Liverpool, England.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. While the name Balsamo Collins Riley might not ring a bell right away, these guys are absolute veterans of the music world. When you see their history, you'll get why this is way more than just some new band.
I mean, just look at this resume. As part of the stories, Steve Balsamano and Andy Collins toured the globe with absolute icons. We're talking Elton John, Santana, Celine Dion. Meanwhile, Pete Riley was on the road with Hootie and the Blowfish and is still a member of the Edwin McCain Band. That is some serious, serious experience right there. So, the big question is, how does a trio with that much history finally get together? Well, it happened in a very modern and, for a lot of us, a very relatable way. It all started with a video call.
Yeah, their journey as a band is a classic tale of our times. It all kicked off with some casual Zoom catch-ups during the 2020 lockdowns, which pretty quickly turned into a full-blown musical project. By 2021, they had a single out, followed by an EP in 2022, a tribute feature in 2023, and now this brand new single. It's just a fantastic example of creativity being born from some pretty unexpected circumstances.
And you can tell this isn't just a project for them. There's a real chemistry. Steve Balsamo talks about knowing Andy for over 30 years. But what's really cool is that he says the connection with Pete feels just as deep, even in a shorter time. He calls it a true simpatico. And man, you can really hear that connection in their sound. Okay, so we know who they are, we know how they came together. Let's circle all the way back to that central idea. Same circus, different clowns. It's time to deconstruct their new single, Three Ring Circus.
At its heart, this song is a pretty pointed social commentary. Steve Balsamo says it's all about the chaos of today's world, and he adds, it feels like we're living in a literal clown show. So it's pretty clear this isn't just some catchy tune. It has something very direct it wants to say.
So what does all that commentary actually sound like? Well, the track has Pete Riley on lead vocals and guitar, and he's backed by these incredibly sweet, harmonious vocals from Steve and Andy. If you're trying to get a feel for the sound, think of those legendary acts like Mike plus the Mechanics or Paul Carrack, maybe even a little Steve Winwood. It has that really polished, melodic rock vibe, and they nail it.
So, they've dropped this powerful new single out into the world. What's the next act for Balsamo Collins Riley?
Well, the great news for all of us is that this song is just the beginning. Three Ring Circus is the very first single from the band's upcoming EP. Steve Balsamo has said the band is just incredibly excited to share what they've been working on over the past year, so there is definitely more to come. And this really brings us to a final thought. By framing our chaotic world as a circus, the band kind of forces us to ask, what is music's role in times like these? Is it supposed to be a distraction, or is it a reflection? It's something to think about the next time you press play.